I'm just gonna come out and say it. A majority of white people wish that they were black. They wish that they had the ability to create or invent. They wish that they had the ability to wear a variety of hairstyles. They wish that they had the ability to dance. They wish that they had original fashion. They wish that their style was memorable. They wish that they were able to turn heads in public. They wish that they could spend more than 2 hours in the sun. They wish to be desired. They wish that they could smell as good as black people. They wish that they were as superior as black people. They wish that they were as athletic as black people. Even wish that they were indigenous and could be gifted an entire planet from the Most High. They wish that they could excel at music and the arts. They wish that they could be scholars like black people. They wish that they were as intelligent as black people. They wish that they could even cook like black people. They even wish that they could look as cool as black people do in their cars, which explains why they have the windows rolled down at all fucking times. And the real big one, they really wish that they could age as gracefully as black people do. Talk to you later.
When a white person openly admits they are jealous of black people and black culture, you already know the internet went crazy. But the truth is, this isn't new. From our style to our music to how we move and how we speak, the world watches, copies, and still finds a way to disrespect us.
Dear black girls, the time has come. I have something on my chest, but I cannot hold it anymore, so I'm just gonna say it. I invite you. It's been years. I invite your genes. I can't believe most of you don't even get old. You guys don't age, or what's the problem in here? I don't see the majority of you fine lines under your eyes. What do you mean you're 35 and you look like 23? God has its favorites, and I saw it. What about the lips? What about those juicy lips, those nice lips, those lips that looks plump and is natural in the same time? What about the buttock? What about the fat, juicy buttock? You think that's fair? Do you think that's normal? What about that nice skin that when you apply a little bit of foundation, a little bit of makeup, you just get a glow? Yep, yep, yep. I have all the reasons to invite you. You see this lip combo over here? Yep, that's because of you. Because before you, I even hated gloss. I just couldn't see myself wearing gloss. Now this is my lip combo every day almost. And if you ever saw me with braids or any African hairstyle, it's because I loved it on you guys. And it's not because I wanted to be black, it's because I actually wanted to slay in it as well. Why is it just you that you want to slay in it when I can slay in it as well? Overall, I think your genes are crazy good, and I invite you for that, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, but in a good way, you know. I wish I had all these things, because there's a lot of things you guys have and I don't, and I spend money on it because I don't, right? Just in case you have any insecurity, I want you to know you're beautiful. And I find myself turning my head after you on the street. So hope this message got to you, and I hope you're gonna enjoy your day, and remember, you're beautiful.
So I think we should all, as white women, just admit we're jealous of black women's hair.
No, because white people, let's be honest, one of the reasons why we use a black accent is because we're jealous, because our white accent sounds fucking boring.
White people are obsessed with black people. 2 things. Number 1, the demographic that is the most afraid of the specific demographic that I'm talking about, they are the only demographic that will go up to the danger because they hate it so bad. Does that even make sense to you? Second thing, the demographic that wants the most attention is the most afraid to be seen. Meaning, when a white person is driving and they notice a black person is across from them and they are afraid to make a turn, left or right, they are afraid that the black person is perceiving them and sees them as an idiot, which 9 times out of 10 they are. But at the end of the day, it always rings true. White people are absolutely obsessed with black people.
If I was white, I would be jealous too. I would want to go to the cookout too. I would want to play it too. Okay? I would be jealous of other people's culture because I have none. There's a lot of people in the comments of this video that I just posted, white people, a lot of white people in the comments who are like, this is a missing piece, like I needed to hear this, and like talking about their experience with lack of culture and how a lot of white American culture is centered around the church, around Christianity, because the Pilgrims like were literally ostracized Christians who came to this land and stole it. And so Christianity is intertwined in whiteness and white American culture. And they are talking about, sorry, there's a white woman walking by my car. I had to lock the doors. But anyway, they are talking about how in some people's religion, it's literally against their religion to dance. They're not allowed to dance. You realize that's systemic oppression. Like that's systemic. There's a reason, like in the Christian religion and in authentic Christianity or just religion and spirituality, there's nothing at all that should say you're not allowed to dance. You won't go to heaven if you dance? Like, I would be jealous too if I was so restricted and removed from my own culture like many Black and brown people have been. Like, it's almost ironic, but also very like non-othering to see that white people are feeling this too. Like, this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, the way that we feel, obviously it's very different because we were literally stripped. Like, we were the ones being oppressed and put down by the oppressor. Like, no one necessarily stripped white people away and took them and said, you have to be here. Like, y'all brought yourselves here, did this to yourselves. And yeah, you're a willing participant in this if you're not actively trying to unlearn and connect to your own roots and like not oppress other people. But many white people who aren't even aware of this, like who aren't yet with us in this conversation, are suffering from lack of culture and lack of connectedness and lack of community in many of the same ways that we are. Not to say it's the same, not to compare struggles, but I just want to make it known that like this is something that affects all of us. Like if white people who haven't yet had this conversation, who are, because I'm not talking to the people who are extremists, because you can't change extreme, but the people who are still seeking for different, but just don't know where to look, this culture, community, like try to identify your roots and respect other people's roots and come to different communities and cultures with respect and learn something from them.
So yes, I was instantly infatuated and fascinated with Black people because I believe that they were God's favorite. God spent a little bit more time creating them and put a little bit more love into creating them. So yes, I believed they were the superior race, and going forward in life with that mentality, I just always loved Black people. I always wanted to be around them. I always just thought they were the coolest people. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in a fairly diverse area. So I had many Black friends. Most of my friends were Black or people of color. And I was very quickly exposed to Black music and Black talent. Something that my mom really instilled in me was that racist white people were jealous of Black people because they were so multifaceted and multi-talented. They could sing, they could dance, they can act, they could make a house a home, they can cook, they can clean. Like, there's literally nothing that Black people can't do. Like, they are multifaceted, they are multi-talented. And it made sense to me as a little kid that, that was what racism was. It was jealousy. Let's be real. Racism 100% stems from jealousy and envy. And just, I think people who are racist usually have an insecurity within themselves that they have to spew this hatred onto other people, because it just doesn't really make sense. Racism doesn't make sense.
I pray to God that this does not come off as offensive to anybody, because I mean this with the utmost love and respect from the bottom of my whole entire heart. But when a Black woman calls me baby, there is so much, what kind of magic are you putting in there? Because that shit hits harder than crack. Every single time, every encounter in my life that I have had with a Black woman where she calls me baby, I have never felt more loved and supported in my entire life. I feel almost imprinted on. Like, are you my mother? I will go to the ends of the earth for that woman. Okay? Ride or die. Because it may have just been a very quick one-time encounter for her. But for me, you don't understand. We're like this. How, call me, beat me if you gotta reach me, because I will do whatever. How can I be of service? Do you need a ride to church? Let me make reparations for my people because I love you. And I don't know what it is, but goddamn, there's something so special about it. It's magic. I want to have that effect on people. That is beautiful. And I love you. And that's it. I don't know. I've never felt more safe and secure in my life. I love you.
They're not really racist. They're jealous of us. They want to be Hispanic. They want to be Black. They want to be Asian. They have parties, and our culture is their theme. They love Taco Tuesday. They love our food. They love to have parties on Cinco de Mayo. We don't even celebrate that. Cinco de Mayo is not Independence Day. They go and get tans. They inject their lips. They go and get BBLs. They're jealous of us because they want to be us.
I'm not even going to lie. I'm glad and I like their confidence because let's be honest, a lot of white folks feel this way but won't admit it. Black people don't just create culture, we are the culture. But the sad part is white people love what we do, they don't always love us. So hearing someone say it loud, that hits different. Let me know in the comments, is this honesty or another version of performative guilt? I'm Macy and I'll see you in the next one.